Most people believe that stress, anxiety, and performance blocks are just psychological issues. They think it's all in their mind. But neuroscience has just proven something far more disturbing. When you live under constant pressure, your brain triggers a biological mechanism that literally hijacks your logical thinking, suffocates your creativity, and drains your physical energy. For decades, the world's highest-paid executives, Silicon Valley tech billionaires, and elite athletes have spent millions of dollars on a trend called biohacking. They use ice baths, chemical supplements, and advanced neurological tracking to try to force their brains out of survival mode and into peak performance. They are desperately looking for a hack to optimize their biology. But what if the most powerful biohack in human history was discovered 2,000 years ago? What if the ultimate technology for mental optimization wasn't created in a laboratory, but was demonstrated on a crowded hillside by a man who had absolutely nothing, yet lacked absolutely nothing? Today, we are going to look past the religious tradition and analyze the raw science behind the ultimate performance technology. You are about to discover Jesus' secret to high performance and how a specific biological antidote can reprogram your brain from crisis to victory in a matter of seconds. Part 1. The science of survival mode. To understand the power of this ancient biohack, we first need to look at the neurological war happening inside your skull right now. Your brain has a primary directive: to keep you alive. Inside your temporal lobes lies a small, almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. This is your body's alarm system. When you face financial stress, career uncertainty, or emotional pressure, your amygdala doesn't know the difference between a modern bill you cannot pay and a prehistoric predator trying to eat you. It treats both exactly the same. It fires a panic signal throughout your nervous system, flooding your bloodstream with cortisol and adrenaline. When this happens, a phenomenon known as amygdala hijack occurs. Your brain enters survival mode. To save energy for a potential fight-or-flight scenario, your body automatically cuts off resources to your prefrontal cortex, the area right behind your forehead responsible for logical decisions, creative problem-solving, emotional control, and high performance. Think about the danger of this. When you are stressed about a problem, the very part of your brain that you need to solve that problem is biologically turned off. You become reactive, defensive, and mentally paralyzed. Your brain is operating in a state of artificial scarcity. You feel like whatever you have and whatever you are is simply not enough. This is exactly where most people get trapped. They try to work harder, sleep less, and force their way through the blockage. But you cannot fight a biological lock with sheer willpower. You cannot force a hijacked prefrontal cortex to think creatively. To unlock your brain, you don't need more effort. You need a biological antidote. You need a signal that tells your amygdala, the crisis is over. You are safe. Part 2. The miracle of strategic gratitude. This is where the ancient text transitions from a simple story into an advanced manual for neurological optimization. Let us look at one of the most famous events in history through the lens of modern neuroscience: the feeding of the 5,000. Imagine the scene not as a religious painting, but as a high-pressure crisis management situation. Jesus is standing in a remote area, surrounded by a massive, starving crowd of thousands of people. The sun is setting. His closest advisors, the disciples, are in a complete state of amygdala hijack. They look at the situation and their brains immediately calculate scarcity. They tell Jesus, "We only have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. It is completely insufficient." Biologically, the disciples were focused on the lack. Their focus on what was missing reinforced the survival mode in their brains, paralyzing their ability to see a solution. But watch what Jesus does next. The text reveals a precise, tactical move. He does not panic. He does not complain about the lack of resources. Instead, he takes the insufficient amount, the very thing that caused the disciples' anxiety. He looks up to heaven, and he gives thanks. To the modern observer, this makes no logical sense. Why would you give thanks for something that is clearly not enough? If you are facing a massive debt, you don't give thanks for an empty bank account. If you are facing an illness, you don't give thanks for the pain. But Jesus wasn't practicing romantic, emotional gratitude. He was using gratitude as a strategic technology. In that exact moment, by offering thanks for the insufficient, he sent an immediate, powerful signal directly to the nervous system. He bypassed the survival instinct and activated a completely different neural pathway. He demonstrated that gratitude is not a reaction to receiving a victory. It is the biological prerequisite for the victory to occur. Part 3. The biological antidote in action. What Jesus demonstrated on that hillside is exactly what neuroscientists are discovering in laboratories today. Modern research shows that gratitude is the ultimate biological antidote to stress and performance anxiety. It is physically impossible for your brain to be in a state of deep gratitude and a state of deep fear at the exact same time. The two chemical pathways cannot coexist. When you intentionally practice strategic gratitude, especially in the middle of a crisis, your brain instantly halts the production of cortisol. Instead, it floods your neural pathways with two of the most powerful neurotransmitters known to science, dopamine and serotonin. Dopamine is the chemical of reward, motivation, and focus. It tells your brain something good is happening, which instantly reactivates your prefrontal cortex. Suddenly, your peripheral vision expands. You stop seeing just the obstacles, and your brain starts mapping out creative solutions that were completely invisible to you just moments before. Serotonin enhances your mood and creates a deep sense of biological security. It stabilizes your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and resets your nervous system from survival mode to growth mode. When Jesus gave thanks for the 5 loaves and 2 fish, he wasn't just performing a spiritual ritual. He was executing the ultimate biohack. He was changing the atmosphere by first changing the biological state of expectation. He thanked God for the seed before the harvest even existed. And because his mind was operating from a state of supernatural abundance rather than neurological scarcity, the environment had no choice but to align with that abundance. The insufficient became more than enough. Look at your life right now. What is the insufficient thing that is keeping your brain trapped in survival mode? Is it a mountain of debt that seems impossible to climb? Is it a broken relationship that drains your energy every single day? Is it a career goal that feels completely out of reach based on your current resources? Most of your life has been spent waiting for the situation to change before you offer your gratitude. You have told yourself, once the debt is paid, I will give thanks. Once the healing comes, I will be grateful. Once the business succeeds, I will rest. But the science of the kingdom operates in reverse. If you wait for the multiplication to happen before you give thanks, your brain will remain locked in scarcity, and you will never have the cognitive clarity to build the life you were designed to live. You must learn to give thanks for the 5 loaves and 2 fish, while the crowd is still hungry. Gratitude is not a passive emotion for the weak. It is a high-performance technology for the brave. It is the active decision to look at what you have, validate its potential, and trust the Creator to turn your insufficiency into an overflow. If you want to stop living in survival mode and finally unlock the full, divine potential of your mind, your heart, and your faith, you need to change your daily strategy. We are building a community here dedicated to transforming knowledge into real, practical strength. If this message brought clarity to your mind today, take a second right now to subscribe to the Practical Faith channel. Leave a comment below sharing the one small thing you are choosing to give thanks for today, even if it feels insufficient right now. Thank you for watching. Protect your mind, activate your faith, and we will see you in the next video. Stay strong, and God bless you.